It's 6:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Police are stepping up their search for a man missing from Williamtown since last week. Michael Fowler was last seen near the McDonald's on Nelson Bay Road on Friday, but was only reported missing on Monday night after his family found his caravan open and his wallet and personal items inside. Sonia Roberts from Police Headquarters says officers will continue looking for the 55-year-old at first light.
He's described as being of Caucasian appearance with light brown hair and hazel eyes. He's around 165 centimetres tall and of medium build. At the time he was last seen, he was wearing a khaki military-style jacket and dark trousers. Anyone who might have any information on Mr Fowler's whereabouts should contact Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000.
Newcastle ratepayers are being ripped off to the tune of millions of dollars in lost developer levies. Major projects normally require developers to contribute 1% of the total cost to community infrastructure like parks and sporting facilities. However, the rules get thrown out the window when projects are referred to the planning department for approval. In one case alone, the controversial $4.8 billion T4 coal-loaded project should attract a levy of $48 million into council coffers, but the department has deemed only $500,000 needs to be paid. Greens councillor Michael Osborne is calling for more consistency. Marine Rescue Port Stephens is locked in a fight with head office in Sydney over the size of its new boat. Its current vessel, the 52-foot Daniel Thane, is about to be retired. However, the top brass want to replace it with a much smaller 38-foot boat. The local volunteers say it won't be big enough to carry out some of the more difficult jobs. A bus review for Newcastle hasn't been undertaken in 8 years, with concerns forwarded to Transport for New South Wales for consideration with no response. Concerns for a bus review include no direct bus services from the western suburbs to John Hunter Hospital and more services to support the growth in the outer suburbs. Wallsend MP Sonia Hornery says the government should be encouraging people to use public transport.
What the community are looking for are direct bus services to the new places that they want to visit. The university, the John Hunter Hospital, the Mater Hospital, Glendale Interchange, Charlestown Square. These are where people want direct bus routes.
Local divers say a grey nurse shark colony has been established just off Swansea Heads. The Herald says several of the protected species were spotted a few weeks ago just 200 metres from shore. Divers say normally you have to go far out to sea and up to 15 metres deep to see this many. And the Newcastle Foreshore is set to play host to a new music festival, this time featuring some classic Aussie rock bands. The likes of Rose Tattoo, the Screaming Jets, Choir Boys, Baby Animals and James Rain will hit the stage at Camp Shortland on November 1.
Sport, thanks to our sponsor Warners Bay Sports Club.
The Newcastle Knights are in for a boost. A number of key players preparing to make their comebacks ahead of Friday night's clash with the Raiders. Jeremy Smith, Jared Mullen, Tyrone Roberts and David Fa'alongo look set to return from injury, while Origin stars Beau Scott and Dane Gagai hinge their hopes on medical clearance in the wake of tonight's decider. Pat Vivai and Chanel Matautia have been named on the extended bench. Meanwhile, Knights young gun Sione Matautia is promising to up the ante against Canberra after a week training with the Blues Origin camp in Coffs Harbour. He says he'll be putting his new skills to the test.
Very intense training sessions, so the boys are really on point, really focused for this coming game. I just wanted to bring back what I learned a lot from the camp and use that as my personal standard at training here at the Knights.
And the Maitland Football Club has begun rallying behind captain Matt Stonham as the goalkeeper awaits test results on the cause of a seizure during Sunday's match against Broadmeadow. That's sport. I'm Belinda De Las Harris.
2 NURFM News Time 26 to 7.